You know, I wanted to give you guys a quick primer on psychotherapy. And the reason for that is that psychotherapy and the psychotherapist is a tool. And so you've got to know when to use that tool, how to use that tool, and what the capabilities and limitation of that tool is. So as we journey on the true spiritual path, not to enlightenment, but to literally a self-realization, a disconnection from the matrix, so therefore allows you to reconnect to your own true self, to become self-aware of who you are and reconnect it back to your true spiritual power, which is soul power. We are light beings having a 3D experience in a astronaut suit called the human avatar. Never forget. So let's talk about psychotherapy real quick. There are so many names for psychotherapy: behavioral cognitive therapy, Erickson therapy, this guy's name and that guy's name, dialectical therapy, supportive psychotherapy, psychoanalytic psychotherapy, insight-oriented psychotherapy. I mean, this becomes overwhelming and unnecessary. There are essentially two things that we're looking to accomplish with psychotherapy. Number one, bring what is unconscious to the conscious. And that usually means going deep diving into those dark, murky, emotional waters from the past, uncovering your family dysfunction, uncovering your trauma, uncovering how you've dealt with the trauma, which is usually worse than the trauma itself, because of the emotional scarring that leads to a cascade of dysfunction. And then it gets covered over layer by layer by layer, which leads to a suppression, a repression, a denial, and a core usually of anger. But underneath that is a lot of hurt and vulnerability that we'd rather not deal with. And that ability to do that is appropriate at times, but not when it becomes a chronic problem, which most of us have. Matter of fact, all of us have, because none of us have come through a non-traumatic or fully functional family experience. It just doesn't exist. So we all have issues to deal with, right? And we always are going to be in a period of self-doubt because of that. But it doesn't mean we don't move forward. We can be in a period of self-doubt. Who cares? So that is to bring the unconscious or subconscious trauma to the conscious so it can be looked at, it can be revealed, healed, and then put to rest. And then we can see how it's having an effect in the here and now. The second part of psychotherapy is to develop an emotional management system, EMS, which allows us to cope with stress, problems, relationship issues, money issues, etc., in the here and now or the present. So we're developing a coping or emotional management system, and that is it with psychotherapy. You can call it whatever you want. Oh, supportive psychotherapy, brief psychotherapy. Like I said, there's so many names for it that it becomes nauseating and confusing. We want to clean up the mess from the past. We want to develop a fully functional emotional management system to cope with the here and now, and that is it. That's what we need to do with psychotherapy, and that's why we don't stay in psychotherapy for years and years and years and years and years and years. It's a waste of time. It's not what we're looking to do as metaphysicians. So I just wanted to bring some clarification about psychotherapy, because I've been recommending it. But if you don't understand how to use the tool of psychotherapy, you will get used by the tool. Thank you.